Tiko Talk is here to save the game like he does every single time. He comes back, yaps, 50% of it happens, 50% of it doesn't happen. So let's just jump into today's Tiko Talk and see what's new. All right, Tiko, what you got for us
What's up,
this time?
gamers? Welcome back to Tiko Talks Throne and Liberty. My name's Tiko, and I'm the Globalization Design Manager at Amazon Games.
Also, I'm not throwing any shade to Tiko. Tiko is the homie. You know, he gives us all the info. If there's any shade to be thrown, it's probably at NCSoft and AGS, okay?
Games for Throne and Liberty. Before we dive in, you may notice I'm not in my normal location, but don't worry,
Dude
I'm
is
still in my normal t-shirt.
dude is in the castle, dude.
I've temporarily escaped the studio to bring you this episode straight from our office. Consider it your backstage pass to where the magic happens. I want to start today by emphasizing something really important to our team. You, our players, are the driving force behind many of the best changes in Throne and Liberty.
This is true. Only if you guys listen. When you guys listen to us, good changes. When you don't listen, no bueno.
Your feedback through surveys, discussions in Discord, and even your comments in these videos directly shape our development priorities and decisions.
All right.
Just 2 weeks ago, our team was in Korea meeting directly with First Spark Games, the Throne and Liberty team's development studio under NCSoft. I'm excited to tell you that all of our teams are fully aligned with making changes tailored to what you've been asking for, like better options for on-demand PvP and improvements to player catch-up mechanics.
Yes, please. Catch-up mechanics. I've been talking about this for a long time, but every time you guys make catch-up mechanics, at the same time you introduce something really hard to obtain, like the new upgrade accessories or heroic weapons, which puts the difference between the new players massive again. But let's see.
It's true that some changes take longer than we'd all like, but I want to reassure you that we remain completely committed to delivering the experience you want.
Okay.
We have a substantial amount of content in development right now, and we're prioritizing getting new content into your hands as quickly as possible.
New content that's coming. Hopefully it's an expansion, because the only way Throne Liberty, because right now Throne Liberty is in a place where it's not bleeding too many players now. It's like in a stable amount, but to bring a lot of new players in, they need an expansion. So hopefully it's not just a couple more raids or more gear upgrades. It's actually something substantial like an expansion. Or they're just working on the mobile client and they're lying to us.
A major focus for us is ensuring that global content releases stay synchronized with the Korean version.
That I'm happy for. Like the global launch, now we got the raids, got the exact same time as Korea. That is massive W. Finally, a game that is Korean that is launching everything simultaneously with the global. So big
An
W.
approach you've seen us shifting to with raids, solo dungeons, and 4-star co-op dungeons, where we deliver these features simultaneously across all regions.
Very good.
Looking ahead, I'm thrilled to announce that Godspeed and I will be launching our Summer in Silesia video on July 22nd, where we'll deep dive into
July
all the major features
22nd.
we're bringing to you based directly on your feedback.
Next week.
We're also changing our approach to communication. During the weeks following the release of that video, we'll be sharing much more detailed information about upcoming content well before the release.
I heard this before. You guys have said this many times. You guys betted on the communication. So I don't believe it yet. We'll see.
This change in communication strategy was largely driven by your comments prior to our release of Talandre, and we've taken that feedback to heart.
And that was in March, yo. It took you until July, August to change it.
Now let's talk about the raid. I've personally been having an absolute blast with this content, and I hope you have too.
The raid is fun.
The large scale
Just a lot of bugs. The first boss finally got fixed today in hard mode, so you can actually do the mechanic properly. A lot of bugs, and you couldn't the stairs didn't appear. A lot of stuff, but the raid is good.
PvE encounters offer something truly special, and the different difficulty tiers create great opportunities to enjoy this content with a wide variety of players. I want to address the difficulty levels directly. At this time, we do not plan to make any adjustments to either tier, but we will continue monitoring. Our design philosophy here is that as players progress through the raid and gear becomes more powerful, these encounters will naturally become more manageable over time.
Now, I agree. I do agree to this approach. Usually, when there is a hard, difficult raid, when you gear up slowly, like leveling up heroic weapons or whatever, you slowly get stronger. Then you could do the raid. However, I do think if they release a nightmare difficulty of this raid, they should probably give you some kind of buff in the hard mode of the raid. Because I do think that more players should have the ability to clear hard mode, because as a 6K GS player, you probably can't do it.
Currently, fewer than 1,000 players have defeated Calanthea on difficult tier,
Fewer than 1,000 players. Only? That's actually crazy.
which tells us there's still plenty of challenge there for those seeking it. Keep
Yeah.
working on it, and the victory will be that much sweeter. Let's talk about heroic gear progression. I want to clarify that this system is intentionally designed to be slower than the progression of your current gear. This is meant to be a months-long journey to reach the highest levels, not something you'll complete in a few weeks. As your characters grow stronger, you'll be able to obtain more heroic materials from higher tier raids. But we're not limiting these materials to just raid content. We'll also be distributing them through various events and activities to ensure everyone can make steady progress.
You mean the Arkham Cilicia event happening right now where you can get 2 materials? Or 4 materials? That kind of events? Like, I get it. It's heroic legendary gear. It should take time to get them. But if you want weapon and gear piece and accessory, it's going to take you over half a year.
The same philosophy applies to unlock stones and conversion stones.
Oh yeah, they're talking about catch-up mechanic, and then we're talking about unlocking conversion stones. How that is a new player gonna get enough conversion and unlock stones to upgrade their full T2 gear, heroic gear, the new plus 12 gear? It's impossible. So yeah, let's see.
We're increasing their availability through events, Twitch drops, and other channels so that players can gradually work toward converting their raid weapons to have all the best in slot stats they're aiming for. Lastly,
I mean, that's good, increasing availability, but if you still have to run boring dungeons every single day to get 2 or more unlock stones, that's still called increasing availability, but still almost impossible for casual and new
for the
players.
raid, I want to address the suspensions that went live on July 7th. I want to be
The
candid.
3-day ban.
We know we haven't always been as quick or effective at addressing these issues as we should have been. Bad actors that abuse unintended gameplay or use other methods to try and gain an advantage over
Script
other
users
players ruins the experience for everyone. This goes against our goals of maintaining a fair playing environment for everyone.
Also, there's a trial rancor vid. A bug is back where you could beat him from distance. So can we get some bans going, please? Can we get some bans?
These recent actions are part of our renewed commitment to swiftly address any abuse of unintended gameplay mechanics. We greatly appreciate your help in reporting these incidents, and I encourage you to continue helping us maintain fair play throughout our community.
I like that.
Your reports truly make a difference. On July 10th,
But I would like to get some transparency. You said you're getting better communication. Can we get transparency on how many script players you banned or permanent bans you guys given so far? Because there's definitely script users and bot abusers and hackers. So if we could get the list telling us how many guys you banned so far for scripting and stuff, that would ease our minds.
Introduce 2 significant changes to GVG portals that I want to discuss. First, we've shifted their frequency to twice daily, and second, we've enhanced the rewards they offer. We'll be monitoring these changes closely
This
to
is
see
good.
how they impact our community.
Basically, GVG portals don't spawn at normal boss times anymore. They spawn 2 times during the day. So if people want some GVG PvP content, they can do that.
Our primary goal here is to ensure that guilds don't have to make difficult choices between pursuing the most optimal rewards versus engaging in the gameplay modes they actually find most enjoyable.
W.
By separating peace and dominion times from GVG windows, we're giving players the opportunity to participate in both without having to sacrifice one for the other. The improved rewards are designed to provide ongoing incentives to pursue victories in GVG content, even when the current tier of gear becomes less impactful later in its life cycle. Continuing with the topic of competitive play, I want to address one of our longer-term goals, creating stronger progression pathways specifically for our PvP-focused players.
Okay.
To be clear, we don't intend to completely separate the PvP and PvE communities. That's not our vision for Throne and Liberty. However, we recognize that currently there are many more options to significantly progress through PvE activities than through PvP.
Yeah, this is true. I don't know, like the problem right now is like he's saying, there's not enough rewards doing PvP and there's not enough content for PvP.
And we're actively working to address this imbalance.
How?
We also understand the frustrations many of you have expressed regarding arena matchmaking's weapon restrictions. Combinations like Templar, Invocator, and others are disproportionately affected by these limitations. And we're planning a comprehensive revamp of this system to allow for more flexibility and enjoyment across all weapon combinations.
I mean, that could be good, but again, I think most people don't enjoy arenas in this game, but I guess a small change. Also, it didn't talk about what kind of changes they're making to implement like the PvE x PvP stuff. So We'll have to see.
I want to be transparent that these improvements will take time to implement properly.
So in
But I
December.
want to assure you that we've heard your concerns loud and clear, and we're committed to enhancing the PvP experience. Your patience during this process is greatly appreciated, and we'll keep you
It's
updated
okay. Nobody
as we
cares
make
about
progress.
arenas.
Now I'd like to discuss the recently added
Now I'm gonna get mad arena players in the comments. I'm joking, guys.
accessories. These new items were specifically designed to provide additional defensive balance as raid weapons continue to go stronger over time.
Wait, did he just say the new accessories will give us defensive bonuses? I'm pretty sure there's almost no defensive bonuses on the new accessories, right? Let's just be real. Let's be honest. It's a you put it in new accessories so the whales could pay to win towards something. Come on, man. Let's be real, please.
Without these defensive options, the power curve would become increasingly unbalanced, especially in PvP scenarios.
The reality is what he's saying is, first of all, everybody's focused on the heroic weapons right now. Nobody can afford the extra accessories, especially with the material cost, unless they're whales. And whales are upgrading both the heroics and the accessories, getting a much bigger unfair balance from casual players. So again, this logic is not logic. Sorry, you can't sell me these new accessories. I'm not buying it.
We've deliberately prioritized accessibility for these accessories, implementing straightforward gameplay paths and pity systems. Our goal is to ensure that these important defensive items are attainable for all players through consistent effort.
Nope.
We'll be closely monitoring how these accessories affect overall game balance, particularly in PvP environments, and we're prepared to make adjustments if necessary.
I mean, they're good for DPS players because they give a lot of hit and damage. I'm not sure where the defensive stuff is coming from, and they're really good for whales.
Maintaining a healthy balance between offensive and defensive capabilities remains one of our top priorities. Last month, I mentioned that performance improvements is one of our top priorities, and I want to give you an update on our progress. While our previous update focused on optimizing FPS and Talandre and enhancing overall scalability, this time around, we've worked hard to boost performance during massive battles, like Arc boss fights, where hundreds of players are involved simultaneously.
All right.
These changes should go live in late July, and we expect players to observe performance improvements in these scenarios. Performance optimization remains one of our top priorities, and you can continue to expect iterative improvements over time. I want to wrap up today by addressing one of the most hotly debated topics in our community, the alliance system.
Remove it. I've been saying, you guys go back to my videos from like months ago, and then months ago again, and then weeks ago. I've been saying this since day one. Remove the damn alliances. There's no point in alliances. The defending guilds almost always win in the sieges. Nobody goes and do Nebula because it's controlled by alliances. Just have one guild go and fight, and there's gonna be a massive fight. Imagine, instead of having a big alliance shutting down everybody, you're gonna have one guild, 10, 20 guilds fighting each other, boom, 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 trying to win a boss or a siege or whatever. It'll be so much more exciting. Or add like a mercenary system when it comes to siege, that you won't have any alliances, but during siege you can get a mercenary guild to help you if they want to help you defend better. But that's it. That should be the only thing. Arc bosses will be much better. The Nebula Island will be much better. Sieges will be much better if the game does not have alliances. Just remove, please.
Alliances have been a staple of Throne and Liberty since day one, enabling epic scale battles, which is one of the things that makes our...
You can still get even more epic battles when you have many guilds feeling they have a chance to fight for something, like a Nebula boss or Arc boss or whatever. When there's an alliance, you get usually one alliance versus a smaller alliance, where the small alliance always lose and nobody else participates. Just try to hit the boss and get the loot. But if you have many guilds being able to compete against each other, more people will show up. It will be actually even better large-scale PvP.
Even internally, our team is divided on the best approach to evolve this system.
Remove it.
There are several areas where alliances haven't fully met our expectations, such as when frustrating imbalances across server power is present.
Everywhere.
We also recognize, though, that the current implementation has created some amazing moments of cooperation and teamwork in victory.
Nope.
So I want you to know that we're committed to making incremental improvements to the alliance system over time.
Incremental? Just remove it. What do you mean incremental? What are we going to do? Hey, now you can only ally with 2 instead of 3. Nothing is going to change. Just remove the whole damn thing.
Refine it until we reach a place that better serves all players. I'll add that I'm committed to talking to you about it, even when it's not hitting the mark. So for today's community question, I want to ask you, given the complex nature of alliances, balancing server power, maintaining epic battles, and ensuring fair competition, what incremental changes do you think?
Remove, I'm going to put the comments in this, guys. Remove alliances fully. Nebula, Arc Boss, everything more fun for everyone. Instead, fighting one small everyone. Okay, I put the comment below. All right, Tiko Talk. Overall, okay news, I guess. At least they're working on a lot of new content, which is good. They're trying to make the heroic weapons easier upgradable with new events and such, but still very small rewards given. Working on some catch-up mechanic, working on some PvP, very like just. I mean, the video is there's no concrete things that they're doing. The banning players and stuff is good. The thoughts behind it is good, like the better communication, making it easier for newer players, adding more PvP stuff. So the thought, if they actually do it, is really good. But I just don't see any like concrete things that they are actually doing. Like, hey, we're gonna be adding this thing, or we're doing this thing, or we're gonna be giving you guys 200 more trait unlock stones in the new event, or we're doing this, or we're doing like. There's no specific things, and I don't like that. It's all in the air. But if they do what Tiko said, it could be a good thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out the video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.